Hello there and welcome to this CSWatch J276 video where we are looking at virtual memory. So let's get going. What we're going to be looking at is what virtual memory is, how it is used, why it is used, and also who would use it. So imagine this situation, if you will. I am loading up lots of software on my PC, I've got lots of documents open, and I run out of RAM space, random access memory space, so I can't load anything else up. There's nowhere for programs and files to be loaded. Bad times. This is where virtual memory comes into play. My PC creates virtual memory by using secondary storage space, for example like a hard drive or solid state drive, to be used as extra RAM. The operating system is tricked into thinking that there's more RAM there than there actually is. So I've got 8 gig of RAM in total on my PC, and I've got programs, apps open, files open, which total 10 gig. 2 gigabytes of that is going to be stored inside virtual memory. If a CPU needs to read the information, it's got to move the data from the virtual memory to the RAM, as the data transfer speeds are much slower. But it's more preferable to have things in virtual memory running a little bit more slowly than not having them run at all and the PC crash. If you've got something stored in virtual memory, it can make a computer slow to respond. So if you've got lots of things opening, if you've got Photoshop open, After Effects open, and some other graphics packages which are really resource heavy, it can make the computer slow to respond. Purely because that slowness is the computer trying to interact with the virtual memory on the secondary storage. Normally you're used to things being in the RAM, so it's nice, it's quick, it's fast, it's zippy, whereas on the virtual memory it isn't as much so. So here we've got two different people. We've got Bob, an office worker who uses Internet Explorer, accesses emails on different websites, uses Microsoft software, and occasionally during the day emails his mum. What a lovely guy. We've then got Linda, who is a professional video gamer, plays World of Warcraft and Minecraft, participates in global competition, records and edits videos for her Twitch TV channel, and live streams gaming regularly, featuring advertisements from other promotions. One of these sorts of people, virtual memory would be useful for, the other one not so. If we think about the Linda, she wants to make sure that her PC is running as fast as possible. Both to be able to be competitive on World of Warcraft and Minecraft when she's playing online, and then also to make sure that she can record and edit her videos, get them uploaded onto Twitch, and get that sorted out really quickly, really easily. Bob, on the other hand, doesn't really need a fast PC. So straight away, if we're thinking about virtual memory, Bob is more likely to be able to use virtual memory because what he's doing isn't really heavy computer usage. It's just every day-to-day usage that you'd use a computer for. It's nothing intensive. Whereas Linda, she wants to be as quick and as competitive as possible. If we think back to the previous area we were looking at, when you're using virtual memory, information is being stored as RAM on the hard drive, and that's slow data transfer. That's slow for its access. So if we're thinking about a professional video gamer, they'd probably either get more RAM sticks or faster RAM sticks put into their PC rather than using virtual memory because it's going to slow them down, it's going to hinder them. Whereas Bob probably wouldn't even notice the difference unless his mum sent him a really nice recipe video for him to be watching. So to summarise, virtual memory uses secondary storage, so for example a hard disk drive, solid state drive, to create the illusion of extra RAM. It can be useful if you've got a storage device with fast read-write access. I personally wouldn't think about using virtual memory on a hard disk drive because that's slower read-write access when you compare to a solid state drive, and you can see that in a secondary storage future video. Virtual memory is slower than RAM, but it is a useful stopgap. It is something useful to have in the background just in case you need it. I wouldn't rely on virtual memory too much though because of its slow speeds. I hope this video has been helpful for you. I hope you now understand the glory that is virtual memory, when it should be used, when it shouldn't be used, and I shall see you in a future video. See you later.